Hello, Thomas. Nice to meet you, and it's a pleasure to have you for this interview. Can you take a couple of minutes to introduce yourself?
Sure. Nice to meet you, Rémy, and thanks for having me. So I'm French, as you can probably tell from my accent, and your accent, by the way.
Yeah.
I was a software engineer for many years. So actually I'm an OVH, before OVHcloud, customer in the late 90s, early 2000. I'm now the CTO of SUSE, which is an open source infrastructure software company. And we've been working together with OVHcloud for a couple of years to launch this fantastic new offering for Cloud Native.
That's perfect. So let's start. Rancher right now helps customers and enterprise to deploy their IT infrastructures, especially on multi-environment, multi-cloud platforms. And do you consider that this is the best feature, like the key asset of your software?
It's definitely one of the key features. Rancher has pioneered multi-cloud Kubernetes management since 2017.
Okay.
And since then, we keep on developing, adding new features, because you need to keep up with the different clouds.
Mm-hmm.
You need to make sure that you can also manage what's on-prem, what's actually maybe in different infrastructure setups. And so that's the key value of Rancher. That's why actually many people start in the community to adopt Rancher as an open source technology. They play with that, they manage their clouds, their Kubernetes environments, and then at some point they need to move to production and they need to do something, they need to do something about that when it becomes more serious.
I suppose that when enterprise and customers want to expand from development to production, they tend to focus on different key features like centralization or maybe automation to do so and go to the next level.
From multi-cloud, you have your applications running on different clouds, potentially in different clusters. You cannot manage that manually. You need to have some level of automation. You need also to have actually role-based access for your people, because in your company, then there are different levels of access for sysadmin, for platform engineers, for developers. And all of that, as well as some governance and security patches and updates, need to be managed. So we see a lot of companies, they start experimenting by themselves.
Yeah.
And then at some point, then they need to focus on their own business as well. Your customers, our customers, they are not IT shops. Their job is not to manage Kubernetes. Their job is not to manage IT, actually. They have a real business.
They want to focus on their business.
Exactly. They might be retail or telecom or healthcare, every industries. Rancher is actually facilitating the management of their IT for cloud native applications. And I'm very happy that we work together. Because then OVHcloud brings another level of simplicity.
Speaking about technological trends, are there topics that you're looking into or following on the market to maybe introduce new features inside the product to help customers to deploy their applications inside multi-tenant clusters?
So there are two levels. One is to make it easy for everybody to start, make it accessible, like easy access, especially in 2024. If you haven't started to play with cloud native and container, then you should, right? So
I agree.
It's not for everything, but you should have some. There's like a lot of applications that are cloud native today. The future, we believe, together is also around cloud native. So you need to start, and sometimes you don't have the people who understand those technologies in your company, and that's where what we do together can help you, because then very easily you have access to that without even knowing how the technology works. Then you need to make sure that it's secure as well, because in IT we play with things and then 5 years later we wake up, oh, we need to secure that environment.
It's always interesting to find places and software where security is at the center of it, layered around it and built like this by design.
Yeah, and so with the managed Rancher by OVHcloud, you get all the security patches. It's all automatic, so we take care of that together.
Yes.
For our customers. They don't even have to think about that, but they need to know that it's secure, right? So
yes.
We do it for them. We provide the security patches. You update the platform for customers. And so they don't even have to think about that, but they get the highest level of security. If they have regulated industries as well, they can provide certification to their authorities. And that's peace of mind, so that again, they focus on their business and not on the plumbing of that.
I see how it can be interesting for a company looking to expand its locations or production environments, especially with the edge computing.
People might think that cloud native is only cloud. It's not. It's multi-cloud for sure, but you can run actually cloud native technologies at the edge with some modification. So we have a technology called K3S, which is short for Kubernetes, which was designed for the edge. And we are working together already to bring that to market so that you can run cloud native applications at the edge. And the typical use cases is when you need to be close to your factories, or you need to be close to your hospitals or your shops. And then you can have small environments running cloud native technology in edge OVHcloud managed locations in the future as well. And it all comes together. And again, ease of access across different spectrum of infrastructure. And we will see that more and more with all the use cases around also artificial intelligence. When you have a lot of data produced at the edge, you don't need to push all the data back to a central cloud in a lot of cases. You just push the outcome and you process the data locally. Actually, you need a short feedback loop where the business is happening as well. And that's something I'm very excited to work with OVHcloud to bring to market.
Indeed, and that's why at OVHcloud we started to deploy new locations, especially with our local zone project, to accompany customers, as you said, to deploy into new locations. And talking about starting new things, we are quite proud about the new partnership, the new strategic partnership between us. It may seem a little bit abstract for a lot of our customers. Yeah. How could we summarize this action we took together?
So I think it came quite naturally together because we share the same philosophy. We want to make innovation accessible, affordable as well, right?
Yes.
So accessible financially, but accessible technically, from an operation standpoint. So we came together, it was very smooth. And we worked, we developed and we innovate together. So there's some work, it's not that easy, obviously, but what we bring to market is something that will make people use cloud native very easily, take the benefit of cloud native and not the drawback for them, because they don't have to care about that. And we see a lot of traction already. We just launched that together and we have hundreds of customers already on it. And I'm sure it's going to actually explode very quickly.
Yeah, we are happy looking at the numbers. We are sure that it will continue to grow. We are happy to be able to provide this software and these technologies to our customers to accompany us on their journey and their new deployments everywhere.
And from small companies to large enterprises, we see, the SUSE Rancher customer base is also very enterprise. So we have major, like the Fortune 500s, they're running cloud native, but the digital companies as well. So combining those strengths together, the two of us, it will be very interesting in the future.
We talked about the cloud native, let's say, mechanism, and for a lot of people, it's purely technical. But in the end, it's about where, when, and what to deploy. And I'm sure that in the next years, you will have new ideas. You continue to help customers and enterprise to develop, centralize, and automate the way they start and operate the platforms all around the world.
Yeah, we have a lot of ideas. And many years ago, people were saying Kubernetes is the operating system of cloud.
Yes.
And now I think it's actually becoming true because all the applications are going to be microservice-based, container-based for scaling, flexibility, running anywhere. And so you will need cloud-native infrastructure software to run that. As we said, edge, multi-cloud, yes, on-prem, in your car. We have actually Kubernetes running in satellites. You can have Kubernetes running in scanning machines. And so that's becoming ubiquitous for all applications, the current ones and the future ones. So we see GenAI now also running on top of cloud native. Quantum is actually something very close to OVHcloud in terms of innovation. We'll have also bridges with cloud native, and although it's a very big change of paradigm as well, but so we are very excited, and I think what we are doing together will be the base for many, many innovation in the future.
Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure to have you for this quick interview, and I'm sure we addressed a couple of cool topics.
Many topics. Thanks for having me, and see you next time. À bientôt.
À bientôt.